Hello everyone, it's your girl Erica and I'm back with another video, y'all. Today is really early in the morning. It's about 8:56 and I'm here home alone. Kids is in school. I hope everyone out there is having a great day or night. I have some plans today. I'm going to be trying this new pattern for the very first time. So it's called Dakota tablet clutch. But anyway, I'm going to test this pattern out for the first time. It was some stabilizer I used. I never worked with it, but everything is coming along. I cut out my pattern. I just prepped everything. Everything is ready to go, situated for me to jump on my machine so I can get started. Yeah, so I'm gonna just bring y'all along with me and watch me as I work. Hopefully I can get as much done. Like I said, I have to run through the directions a couple of times because it is my first time doing it. So I'm probably gonna airdrop the directions to my iPad from my computer. So that is what I will be doing. The lighting is it's not as good as it is in this room, so I know it's gonna get a little darker where I'm at, so hopefully I'm hoping y'all can see me good. Anyway, so that's pretty much what I'm about to be doing and kind of give my review on you know, the laptop clutch. I am doing this for my daughter and just testing it out for the first time. My lighting is getting darker in the room that I'm going to be in, so I cannot stand this light. But anyway, it is raining outside so this is one of them days. And so let me get everything together. So I'm here at my seat and I'm about to get situated and rethread my machine. And then I would change my battery out because it's pretty much dead. So let me go ahead and change my battery out and change my thread up here to black, and I'll be back with y'all shortly. Okay, so I have everything together. I don't need this piece, but I have all my pieces together. My exterior, my lining, and everything fused and situated together. I'm gonna go ahead and take my handles and kind of start that by stitching it. So I'm gonna take this part, the handle, I'm gonna probably do about 1/8 because it really don't say, really not telling me the length, so it just says stitch on each side. So that's probably pretty much what I'm gonna do right now. Stitch on both sides. I'm still trying to get used to my sewing machine. I haven't stitched in a minute. Remove these pins. Watch them fingers. Hoping I'm in a good angle for y'all. Got some stabilizer under here. It's a little bulky. And like I said, this is my first time doing a bag. I did not practice off camera. So we'll see the outcome, what I need to work on. Okay, so I was able to change my battery. So as you see, I went on and did the handle. So the handle is finished, and I'm going to need my, let's see, what piece is this? I have my directions too on the side of me, because this is my first time doing this pattern. So this is a piece, and I think I have to go ahead and place the handle on here. So it says, so I'm supposed to go 1 inch down, which that's 1 inch. So I can start clipping the edge, because I'm like, how am I going to like do this? So there we have it. And then make sure this is 1 inch down, and then make sure it's at the edge perfectly. And then I go to clip that. And then what I want to do here is I'm going to stitch it from 1.5. So 1.5 is where we're going to start stitching. So let me put, then I want to make sure too that this is at the edge. Clip again. Then I will be measuring a half. So this is where I'm going to start stitching at. I need to try to mark this, and hopefully I can see with this washable, I don't know what color I'm gonna give it, but maybe purple since it's on blue. So pretty much gonna start stitching right here. I don't know if I should put a pin, y'all. What should I do? What should I do? Because of course I don't want my mark to be showing. Maybe I just do it at the edge a little. Just start from there. It's gonna get easy for me, y'all. It's gonna get easier. So, and then I got my junk in the background right here. Gotta make sure the fabric can flow without, let me just move this out the way. Here go my mark. Make sure that's fine. Put my needle down in there, position it down. Turn it around. On the ends, I'm going to try to go hand crank it. Crank it. Then I'm going to go ahead and stitch down. Crank that mug. Make sure my needle is still down. I think I should have cranked it one more time. There. Turn it around. And back stitch. And that's a handle, you know. Don't be a lot of pulling and tugging. Now I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on with this right here. It's tight and I'm not understanding what is the problem. Why is it so damn tight up in this tension part? I'm about to thread it again, y'all, for the second time. About to thread it. And I hope y'all can hear me. So I'm gonna go ahead and rethread this and I'll be back. So, by the way, I'm back. I got this threaded and it is raining like cats and dogs outside, y'all. It's raining. So now I'm about to go ahead and mark my other side for the 1.5 so I can know exactly. And why did I take this clip off? I need this clip to hold that. So we're gonna mark the other edge, and hopefully I could see this. Trying to use a color that would be seenable with this. Oh shoot. About right here is what I need. And I cannot see. Just gonna go with that. And then reel it in. Hopefully we don't have any issues. And I still got all this stuff in my way. So let me just go ahead and move it. I think this is about where I'm going with this. Double check. We'll check. About right here. That's what we gonna do, y'all. We gonna reel it in. Oh shoot. Hopefully that's about right. Reel it in. What kind of markers do y'all use when y'all dealing with dark fabric? Like, how do you even see? Go ahead and crank the wheel up manually. Turn it around. Nothing's in my way. Should have backstitched. Crank it. Turn it. I think I went off, y'all. I went off. Still a little tight up in there. Let's see something. Yes, didn't catch right here. So I'm gonna just bring it in, no worries. And go ahead. I know it's gonna be more easier when I get past this handle part. Then my thread thing broke again, y'all. Don't know what's going on. Let me check, see if that was the bobbin. And it's crazy because it's dark. Maybe I just don't have my light down enough for me to really See, this is a dark color, so it's kind of hard to tell what area I got. But so my top is breaking, and I'm trying to figure out, could it be the tension? Is it too tight? What is going on? You see, it keeps breaking when I pull it. So let me just see something right quick. So the handles are on strong. There we go. So put that to the side. Now I need to figure out what is next. So I need my lining flap, and then let's see here. Okay, so this is the lining flap, and this is where this magnet snap come in. This will be my first time installing magnet flaps. My first time, but I have seen videos. So I think this one is the male part, and this one is the female part. That's indented. Indented is the female part. The one sticking out is the male, of course. All right, so like I said, this is my first time installing, and so I'm just looking to see some directions. And by the way, this pattern is free. I put everything in the description down below if you're interested in trying this pattern out. I'm not sponsored or nothing. This is just a video with me trying to stitch it out for the first time and my view on it. So it says fold lining flap in half. So this will be the right side, of course, and this is the back part. So we're going to, and I didn't go over this pattern before I got on, so I might look at it over and over like, what? Huh? What you mean? So, all right, fold it in half, and thinking about going ahead and snip the middle point so I could kind of know when I go to center pieces together, make sure they're, you know, even or whatever. So we got that centered. We fold it in half. Measured this. Now I'm gonna take it down to 1 inch and 3/4 is where I'm putting a magnetic snap. Now I just gotta see, is the female going on the top or the male? Okay, so the male is going at the top. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and measure 1 inch and 3/4 right here. So make my little dot right here. That is where the magnetic snap will be. So, and this is this is the male. So I'm going to take this, measure it up with the dot that I marked, and then go in and mark it right here. So that's one mark, and I'm using a washable pen. It'll go away. So I marked that part. Now I just need my let me grab my X-Acto knife, whatever you call it, but let me grab that. So I had to go around to get my little knife to help me punch a hole in this, and piece of stabilizer to put on the back to kind of give it some more stability back there. So can't believe it, I messed it up. I messed it up, y'all. I should have been very more careful. So anyway, as you see, I measured from here to here, and I should have measured from here to here. Don't make that mistake. Okay, y'all, so I went on and got me another piece of fabric, and as you see, it's a different color because I ran out of the this color fabric. So that's fine because it still matches the exterior on the bag. So gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. So that's what it is, and this time I'm gonna definitely make sure I do not mess up. So I'm folding it in half again, and I'm going to nip the corners, my center point pretty much, to make sure everything is lined up correctly with each panel. So now I have to make sure that I measure from the top part, not the bottom. That's kind of where I messed up at. Make sure I get a good center in here. Then we're going to measure from 1 inch and 3/4. So our magnet is going to be somewhere here. It's going to be right here. And then pretty much take my washer, center it, mark, mark the other point. That's fine. And I'm gonna go in with that, and this is the nail snap. So I'm just poking a hole in here gently, making sure it goes through both layers. Just enough, not too big. Then The male goes on the top. Make sure everything is the way it's supposed to, so I won't be doing this again. I think I need to make better hole in this one. That should be fine. Put my magnet, male part at the top. This is how it's looking. Put some of this pale text on the back. And then I'm going to smash it down with my fingers, making sure everything is down very well. Secured very well. There we have that part in. That's great. Finish with that. Move this to the side because this is no longer one of our pieces. Now I'm going to grab the exterior to put the female in it, and I want to double check. Yes, okay, so then we're going to 4 inches and 3/4, 4 inches 3/4. So we're measuring, it should be from here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just turn this up and find my center point with this. Everything could be lined up correctly. In a minute, I have to go and get my son from school. Small snip. Here. Small snip. Very small. Make sure I can see my points. Yes, I can. So we're gonna go in and do the same thing on this side, but this is going to be super difficult because how am I gonna see this in the front? The mark. Maybe what I do is do the back part, being that I can see better. We see the marks. That's why it's good to mark it. So gonna mark right here. Get our washer, put the mark right here. And y'all, I forgot to put the washer on here, and I made it so nice and tight. How did I forget that? I just realized, like, I'm looking like, do I have an extra washer or something? forgot to put it on. This is not a mess up again. We're not gonna let that be. Put this back on. Then I'm going to, now this hurts, y'all. Secure it. Secure it really good. This back, trying to get it down as far as I can without messing up my ruler. There. So I don't have any tape to put on it, so I'm hoping it don't seem very tight. Hoping that it do not go nowhere. And then so I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to do this. I'm punching again, making sure I get all the layers. Then I'm going to go from the front. Hopefully I can see this, y'all, because it's so dark. So dark. Matter of fact, I'll just punch it through the back and then put it back in the front so I can see where I'm going with this. It's hard to see. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna have to punch it. So now I'm taking it to the front. There we have it. Gotta mark the points on the stabilizer. Take my little knife. Excuse me if you hear noise in the background. Gotta be careful with this part, not to poke yourself. And making sure I put my hole up in here, which yes, I did. Now I'm going to, see y'all, about to forget the washer. The washer come first. The washer comes first. And then everything is fine to go. And smash thoroughly. Hurt my fingers, y'all. And things is tight. Now I'm kind of trying to think about, I don't know if I should put tape or anything. I don't know if I don't have any tape I could put down. Maybe I'll see. Because I'm not trying to have this like smash it down a little more. Go ahead and do it on top of here. Not trying to mess my table up. So I'm hoping that's fine. I hope nothing's going to interfere with that. I don't think so. Nothing can come loose. So we have these two parts together. And let me double check my next step on what to do. Okay, so I'm gonna stitch, pin the lining flap to the exterior flap, right sides together. Okay. So we want to get our lining piece and our, okay, so now I have to center this piece because I haven't centered this piece yet. Put my notches in so it can be very easy to center this stuff off. Make sure everything is even. We want right sides together, matching up everything. Okay, I'm gonna use my clips. Matter of fact, I want to clip the bottom because that's the part we stitching around. We stitching around this part, not across this area flap. There we have it, matching everything up. So right now I'm going to stitch a 1/2 inch from the edge of the seams. Pull back. Trimming off the excess thread and the back thread. Trim. I don't have an automatic thread cutter, but that's okay. That's okay. Looks pretty nice. So next I need to trim the seam allowance and turn right side out through the top opening, press well and top stitch along the finished edge about 1/8 the way. Okay, so I have my scissors and I'm going to trim this down a little bit. I'll give it a little bit of, you know, room. Not gonna get too close to the stitch. Give it about a 1/8 the way. Want to be careful with this, because then if you don't, gotta do it all over again. So that is what I'm doing, taking my time. There we have it. So now I'm going to turn it around. Turn it around and top stitch. The fabric I'm using for the exterior, I cannot really press that. I cannot put the heat directly on that because it will burn, you know, this material. So this is how the top piece is looking. Everything is fine, prep fine. I turned my machine off because I needed to go and get my scissors, and I do have a little one, so I can't afford to sit here and keep my machine on, and then before you know it, he done messed around with it. So okay, so now I'm about to top stitch. This up somewhere. So I finished the top stitch on this. Put that to the side. Then I'm going to grab, let's see, what is next here? Okay, and then I need to base 1/4. Oh, not finished with this part. So we're gonna base this at I'm gonna turn it up to a 4, just the base stitch, about 1/4. Making sure everything is lined up pretty much. Base this part, clipping things down, and then base it. And you know, sometimes I forget like to change my stitch length when I'm when I have to switch the length up. I hate that. needle up, lift my needle up, and you know, I rethreaded this. I had to go back online to see about the rethreading part, and I feel like it's way better. Way better. I must have had it threaded wrong. So every now and then I have to kind of Google again, how the heck do I thread this? So that's what I had to do, and it feels way much better. So we're finished with the front panel, and then next step is the exterior. So we need the pocket. Let's see here. So we got this piece, and we have this piece that we need, and I want to go ahead and center this because I have not did that yet. Make sure everything's lined up correctly. Just a little snip, very little, very little. And these are snipped already. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. Exterior. So we're lining up the darks on the exterior piece. Y'all, I swear it feels so great that I sat here and fixed my threading. Way better when I pull it back, it's not breaking. So great. Okay, so we're gonna do, as you see, this is how it's looking. And we're going to do the other side. Lift my needle up. Push back. Oh my Lord. No problems. No problems, y'all. We got the other side. Everything's looking great on the exterior. So we're gonna repeat the same side. There we go. And then I'm going, did that, pin the exterior panel to the exterior body. So we got our exterior for our pocket panel and our exterior for the back panel. So we're going to go ahead and turn this right sides together and pin. Okay, now I'll see why they say trim this a little bit. Trim it a very little bit. Just a very little bit. Trim this part. Gonna cut this down some. I never trim this panel so I can know exactly the middles. So doing that right now. Little snip, little snips. There we go. Make sure I did this. I believe I did this part. So I'm gonna first measure the edges, the middle, I mean. Put the middles together. Then work my way to the edge. There we go. Then it's gonna be 1.5, leaving the top open. Okay, so now I'm about to go ahead and stitch this at a half an inch. So now we are finished with that. Finished with this. Okay, so now we're gonna take the lining part of the device pocket, and then the lining for the back part. We're gonna do the same. Excuse me, y'all, if y'all hear him. He's just playing. So anyway, we're gonna do the same thing we did for the exterior, but this time we're going to leave a 6-inch opening on the side. So gonna pin this into place. Guess he'll play some music for y'all. Pin this. Oh shoot, about to do the same thing, y'all. I gotta center everything. So I'm gonna notch this, small notch. There we go. Clip off all of this extra thread. Okay, so I had to rip out the seams because I was supposed to leave an opening for me to turn the project over. So I'm just going back over it, kind of securing it real good. Which is not a major deal, but I hate the fact that I'm always forgetting sometimes to leave an opening. So just go back, rip the seams where I want it to open, and just go back over it and secure a little bit of it. That's secured. So now I'll put it back. Bam. Not a big deal. Cut all the extra strings and things off. And then I would look at all of these scrapplers. So we got our opening, and trying to see the next step would be, okay, so I'm going to cut around the edges. Cutting this. I need to check out, let me see, just cutting a nice amount down so it won't be so bulky. Okay, and why didn't I do this over off of my materials? So I'm going to cut this. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn it around first just to kind of see how it looks. Kids is out of school on a break, so turn this around. Excuse the noise. Excuse the noise. So this is how things is looking. It's not bad. Hopefully you can see good without the light being so bright. So we have that part, and then I'm going to clip everything, only this panel part, to the back of the panel. And then I'm going to base right here. So I'm going to bring my stitch length up to a 4. I'm going to base 1/4. So this is how it's looking. We based it down, and then So we baste that down. So let me go ahead and trim this down some so it won't be so bulky. I'm gonna do like a V shape right here, and then trim that down, and then V shape right there, and trim down. And I'm going to trim. So I'm trimming this down so I ain't trying to mess up all that work that's been done, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim that part, get all the extra stuff off the table, can work. And then I might just go ahead and cut all these little extra little scragglers off. Let's try this again. So we're gonna keep this right side out. So right side should be out, and the lining should be wrong side. The lining should be wrong side out. Wrong side out. And then we will tuck in the panel between, just like this. So we want us to do the exterior right side out and the lining wrong side out, and you're dropping it into the bag. Okay, so I don't know how the heck this gonna look with the right side, but this is what we're asked to do. And then again, you probably could have snipped that part because I'm lining it up. I'm lining that up. So I'm clipping panels in between, and I'm just making sure everything is lined up correctly. And this. Okay. So, and then we're gonna do a, let me see, tuck. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and start somewhere. So we're gonna go in here and we're gonna do a half. this out and check everything to make sure everything is okay. I think we have to cut these seams down some. I believe so. Double check. It's always great to double check. So turn back. Okay. So yes, we do have to trim this down. So I'm just gonna go in and go ahead, snip inwards, and just take my time. Do this V shape. Trim that. It's my first time doing a V shape, y'all. So I'm hoping, let's pray everything comes out right. First time ever doing this pattern. So now I'm gonna go in and go around. Gotta be careful with this part, turning it inside out. Oh my God. I'm hoping this goes very well. I'm hoping it do. I'm hoping it goes very well, y'all. I have to really turn this in very gentle. Gentle. Smush, smash, whatever you gotta do to get this stuff out of here. Oh my Lord. And stuck it in. Y'all, I'm definitely gonna need a drink for this part. Lord, hope I didn't leave too much of a small gap. It said to leave 6 inches. I'm thinking that was about 6 inches or so. Poking all of the edges out. Looks good. Looks great. Even though it's gonna be needing ironed, pressed again. And then, I don't know, I would like to get some thread to match this. I have to take this whole thing and pin it down. Now for this part, I would like to get thread to match it and probably press this really good Even though it is for my daughter, I still want to get a thread that match with this. Finish that up. I don't think I'm gonna press it right now, but I will go ahead, stick it in, top stitch around the edge, tuck this in. Fix these edges. I forgot to fix this when I did the other one. Fix this. Other one's done. What a cute bag, y'all. Look. Not a problem. Like everything, even though this is a different color, and this is a different color, everything still match up with the exterior, so that is great. So we're gonna roll these things out because we're gonna have to go in and top stitch. So I'm gonna pin it. And I might do the inside a little later, not now, but you pretty much get the concept of what you need to do. I'm gonna go ahead and get some matching thread for that, but I won't do that part today, but I will show y'all the finished product after I top stitch. First time making this bag, like I said, and it looks like everything came along. Everything came along real good, and then of course I will press this, but not today. Pretty sure I'll be pressed already when y'all see the thumbnail. So there we have it. Very nice. Look at the back, y'all. Very nice. Can y'all even see this really good? So we need the top stitch at all done. So I guess we're only top stitching at the right here, only the front. I don't know if I might just go ahead and top stitch the whole thing or what, because it pretty much said to top stitch along the top of the device pocket. Okay, so let me go ahead and get out of go ahead and trim all the excess thread. Trim everything. Everything is top stitched. Nice and crisp. You see, thing is top stitch perfectly. Can't see the black, but it's top stitch. I'll probably steam a little. I don't want to put too much heat on this part, so I'm not trying to mess it up. Or I'll probably place some cotton fabric on top to give it a little press. But here we have it, and like I said, I will press everything, and then we have our handle, and I'm hoping y'all could see good. This is the back with the handle, in the front. Everything matches perfect with the color, if you can see that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this vlog, watching me put together this clutch bag. And if you like this video, please do give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And until next time, I will see y'all again in the next vlog. So stay tuned, and I will give an update. And yeah, subscribe to my channel, and you know, watch me grow through this journey. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Peace.